I'm going to discuss the DUI investigation and the possible evidence used for showing marijuana impairment while driving. Most cannabis or marijuana DUI arrests start when the driver is pulled over for a traffic or equipment violation. The driving conduct itself can be used as evidence of impairment, like in an alcohol DUI, for example, swerving or staying stopped at a green light. On the flip side, an equipment violation doesn't really count as evidence of intoxication unless it was like the misuse of equipment, for example, not turning your headlights on as someone high or drunk might do. Unlike alcohol, where the legal limit is 0.08% BAC, there is no such legal limit to THC in someone's blood. This means that the prosecutor and police cannot rely on a machine that produces a numeric result to show that the person is intoxicated. The prosecutor must actually prove that the driver was under the influence of marijuana at the time of the stop. The officer will try to form an opinion of intoxication based upon objective evidence that they perceive at the scene, like smell of marijuana, physical symptoms of the driver, or own admissions of recent marijuana use. Driving under the influence of cannabis can be very difficult for the state to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, because marijuana stays in the system, in the blood, for a rather long time. It definitely lasts longer than its intoxicating effects. Oftentimes, it's necessary for a specially trained officer to come to the scene, known as a drug recognition expert, to properly identify the symptoms of marijuana intoxication. The driver will be asked to submit to a series of field sobriety tests designed to determine impairment. The officer's notes from those tests can be used as evidence of impairment. After a driver is arrested on suspicion of DUI, he or she will likely be asked to submit to a chemical blood test. If the THC concentration in the blood is high, the prosecutor will likely try to use that as additional evidence of intoxication at the time of driving. We defend DUI marijuana cases by trying to rebut the prosecutor's claim that the driver was under the influence of marijuana at the time of driving. Like I said, marijuana stays in a person's system long after the high is gone. And an expert witness in cannabis metabolism and intoxication can testify about how long the effects of marijuana last after the high wears off. Proving a marijuana DUI can be very difficult for the state if there is no clear evidence of impairment. Oftentimes, prosecutors will recognize this and they might offer or agree to a lesser charge of something like reckless driving. If you have been arrested for a marijuana DUI, you need to talk to an attorney immediately. Depending upon the circumstances of your arrest, you may lose your driver's license rather quickly. Do not hesitate to talk to a trained marijuana DUI lawyer to protect your rights. If you'd like more useful tips like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching.